big picture of this season?
Well, I mean, it's a big chunk of games, 5, so that's really important. You can get on a trajectory on the road, you one way or the other, right? You get a few good road games, and on a trip, the guys get together, they enjoy being around, they almost find energy on the road. And usually to win on the road, you got to play a smart game of hockey. The other team gets last change. There's some advantages to being on for the home team for sure every night. So you can define your game, I think, more easily on the road. Play that grind and road hockey, and that's the style we're trying to get to, and we'll need to here. So very similar. The first game of the road trip is very important. Kind of sets the tone in some ways. Or it resets the focus. So I think these guys remind me a bit like Pittsburgh and what they can do to you off the rush, and there's some of the skill that they do have in their lineup. So we got to be better than we were at the start of the game.
And looking at the schedule, do you like it this way, where instead of flying 6 hours to Seattle, you stop and play a game and then keep going?
I do. I mean, I do, because these guys are all wired after a game, and we're going to be up anyway. So now coaches get to get the game done before you get off the plane. We get to bed at a decent hour. We've really changed the way we travel this year, because we're in Florida and because we have such long flights of staying over a lot of nights and trying to get these guys as much rest as possible. So I like the first one as an afternoon game. It gets us out there, yeah.
Last time you played Columbus, you guys had a fast start. Now with this afternoon game, how do you guys replicate that?
Yeah, I felt that, we had to come from behind at home. We lost in here last year, and I don't think that we've played a complete 60 minutes, it feels like, against Columbus. And in part, because you never have them out of it. First of all, they're going to play hard for 60. They're going to battle. But you look at the goals they scored. It doesn't take much for these guys to get a puck to the net and in the net. This team is like right on the cusp. They get healthy. They're going to be a good, hard team to play. It's got enough of everything. They got some high-end skill. They've got some weight to them. They've got some toughness to them. I know their coach, he's going to get them to play real hard for 60. So I'm glad we got to win this game, and then I'll be glad to be done with them.
Any line changes tonight, Coach?
Oh, a whole bunch, yeah. Lorenz goes in for Gadjevich. Balinskis is going in for Kulikov, and Stolarz going in that.
A little bit on that. I mean, just on Stolarz going tonight. Usually it's Bob against Columbus.
Yeah, this is all about minutes and numbers. Like, we've got. First of all, I don't think you want to be running. Well, let me start this answer differently. Really like the way Sergei's playing. So that's priority one. You want to keep him in that rhythm. The next thing would be he can't play 70 games. So it has nothing to do with his age. It has to do with goaltenders and our travel. Because we travel so much, we have to keep him properly rested. And when you look at what's going to happen in the last month of our season and where this is standing. So we think we've had a pretty good start here. We're, twice as many wins as regulation losses. That's pretty good, except we're only about 3 or 4 points into the playoffs. So every one of these teams is going to be a dogfight in the last 3-4 weeks of the season. And we've got 2 4-game weeks. And one of them is all divisional. We're very thankful for that, which means the goalie's going to get run hard. We have to put Sergei in a position. Priority 1 is how's he playing now. Priority 2 is give ourselves a chance that he can play that way at the end of the year.
And what are you hoping to see from Balinskis? He hasn't played an NHL game in a little bit. I mean,
well, how good can you be when you sit out? I think we've got 8 NHL defensemen available to play here, so somebody's got to sit out. So we need the guy that's in the 7 hole to be able to sit out some games, come in and be good. Is it easy? No, it's not, but that's the job, and if you want the job, you got to be good at it.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay, guys.